Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the month of February in my medium passion planner. Let's get started. So for the month of February I'm going to be using the Valentine monthly kit from Plannerface. This is one of the new style monthly kits where the actual month script is separate, so I'm also using a February monthly script from Plannerface for this setup. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie. To start off this spread, I've used my dusty pink passion marker to shade in the tops of the calendar boxes where I'm not going to be at work, and also highlighted over those checklist boxes in the bottom left hand corner. Then onto the stickers, and I first cut the date strips off of the two main washi headers, and I'm using one of the washi headers to cover up the 4 boxes that are at the end of the calendar in March. This washi header is a little bit thinner than the calendar boxes, so I'm using the glitter strips that come in the kit to fill in the rest of the space. I'm then going to add the February script over the top of that washi header. To cover up the rest of the days that aren't in February, I've cut some of the second washi header to cover the grey boxes. And to fill in the space where these don't quite cover the grey boxes, I had some glitter strips left over from an old monthly kit that seemed to fit this colour scheme pretty perfectly, so I'm just adding those in on the day that is in January and the 2 days that are in March. Moving on to the date strips, and as I mentioned, I cut these off of the main washi headers. Plannerface does do a Monday to Sunday date strip, but they still have Monday to Thursday on the left hand side, so I'd have to trim them anyway. So I just use the ones that come in the kit that are actually Sunday start. So I've laid Wednesday back to Monday and then trimmed Sunday off the left hand side, and then I'm going to lay down Thursday to Saturday, trim the sidebar header off and add the Sunday header in there. Next, to fill in that white space along the top, I've cut 1 cm chunks from the box covers that come in the kit, and I'm just lining those up along the top of the date covers and trimming the excess off the end. As always with my monthly spreads, these are very sticker heavy and end up being super colourful, so I really like having that extra pop of colour above the date covers. The word February is a little bit longer than the sidebar, so I've cut a small piece of the white sticker paper left over from the kit to just cover up that Y where it would stick out. And then I've cut the decorative sidebar in half and also trimmed it a little bit widthways so it fits nicely over the people to see and the monthly focus box. Over the places to go and things to learn boxes in the sidebar, I'm using the 4 heart checklists with 2 of the headers from the kit. So this goals section will be for my top lifts of the month, and then the second section is to buy, so that's pretty self-explanatory. I like to put all 4 of these stickers down and then trim them all at once so they get a nice straight line. The 2 skinnier washi pieces that come in the kit fit almost perfectly over the work and personal project sections, so I'm just going to cover up those headers and then trim the excess off of those pieces of washi. And then I've cut some 6mm strips from the box covers which I'm going to use to cover the break it down header in the bottom right hand corner. So if you hadn't guessed already, my theme colour for February is pink. I do try and use some of the hot and more dusky pinks in this month rather than baby pink, which I will save for May. So anyway, next I'm going to add in all of my date flags. I'm going to save you watching me put down 28, yeah there's 28 days in February. I'm going to save you watching me put down 28 flags and then just skip to the end. And then we can start adding in some of the things that I print off myself. So this is my habit tracker, which I just made in Excel, and then I also have my mini calendar for February, which I definitely messed up the sizing of this month, but I'm just going to pretend that that didn't happen. And then we can get into my daily planning, and I'm going to try and do this chronologically again. So starting off on the 1st, I'm using one of the holiday strips from the kit to mark in that this is Lunar New Year, although I'm not sure this is the actual date of it, but it's what's printed in my planner, so fingers crossed it is the right date. I'm then going to be using these laptop icons from Plannerface throughout my whole spread to mark in my work from home days. For Build You stickers, I've cut them in half horizontally as usual so they don't take up quite so much space in my planner, and I'm just trimming the end off everything so it fits nicely within the calendar boxes. For the 2nd, I've added in another bill, and then I'm using one of the long flags from the kit with a pencil doodle to mark in that I'm duty scientist at work this day. For most of February, you'll probably notice that I don't have a whole lot planned. It's basically just work stuff and things that kind of happen every single February that I'm putting in my monthly spread at the moment. For the second week of February, I'm just adding in bills and then my work from home icons, and then also on Thursday I'm adding one of the event labels from the kit to mark in that this is probably going to be my next PT session. I basically have them once a fortnight, but sometimes they do move around a little bit, so I'm glad that I use removable stickers when I'm just popping stuff in that I haven't actually booked yet. On that Thursday I also have a work meeting that I need to remember, so I'm adding one of the skinny event labels from the kit to mark that in, so I've just made sure that all of my icons go like left, right, left, like I do in my normal weekly spreads. At this point I've also remembered to add in my bin icons for each week to remind me to take the bins out, and then I'm adding another one of the long flags and pencil doodles from the kit to mark in my duty scientist session that week. Next, on the 14th, I've added another holiday label to mark in that that is of course Valentine's Day, and then adding in my work from home icons for that week as well. The 17th is my friend's birthday, so I'm adding in one of the birthday labels from the kit, but I will be covering up the birthday cake icon that comes on those labels with the little birthday present doodle from the kit. I then realised that I'd actually just put that on completely the wrong day, so moving on to what's actually going on that Thursday, which is another work meeting, so I'm using a skinny event label and another phone doodle from the kit to mark that in. That Saturday we'll be changing over to Pisces in the star signs, so I'm adding in the little icon that I make myself onto that day. And then moving on to the 4th week of February, I'm starting off by adding in my payday flag for my payday, and then marking in duty scientist again in the same way that I have on the previous 2 days. Again, I'm then marking in my work from home days using the laptop icons from Plannerface, and finally adding in my second to last bill of the month. I said finally like that was the last thing that I was going to be marking in, but it's really not. So the 23rd is another friend's birthday, and again I'm using one of the birthday labels from the kit, but I'm going to cover up the birthday cake icon with the little present doodle. And then I'm using another regular event label from the kit to mark in what I think is going to be my second PT session of February. On the 25th I have another bill due, so I'm adding another bill due sticker in to mark that, and then I also have another friend's birthday, so I'm going to mark that in the same way that I've marked in my 2 previous friends' birthdays this month. So that is all of my stickers laid down for February. Now I can fill in all of these plans as usual using my Pilot Friction pen. So as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm feeling a little bit better than I was when I recorded my last weekly plan with me. That was honestly the nastiest cold that I've had in a very long time, but I am super grateful that I can now breathe through both of my nostrils again. I'm kind of looking forward to February. I'm definitely looking forward to the days getting a bit longer and maybe seeing a little bit more sunshine, but you know, I do live in England, so I'm just going to expect it to rain for almost the entire month. As usual, I don't have a whole lot of like social stuff planned as yet for February, but those sorts of things tend to come up like a week or maybe a fortnight before they actually happen, so I'm sure that this will fill up as the month goes on. So as usual, make sure that you are following me over on Instagram if you want to see how this spread evolves over the month, because I will post a mid-month and end-of-month spread over there, probably. This month I'm not making any changes to my habit tracker, so I'm going to be tracking my usual Duolingo, 2 litres of water, doing my skincare routine, all that jazz. And then I'm keeping my mini calendar for tracking my yoga. So I've been pretty solidly doing my daily yoga this month, but it does really help when I have the new Yoga with Adrian like 30-day challenge to follow. So we'll see how it goes in February. I might fall off the wagon a little bit. But I think that's about it for my February monthly setup. I'm going to add in my monthly actions into the bottom left hand corner when February actually starts, based on how I get on with the rest of my goals for January in these last couple of days. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!